I know a lot of people have complained that these joying units don't fit in US spec cars. This is in a 2013 FRS. You'll notice the bezel is completely in. I was able to accomplish this by basically buying two different dash trim kits and modifying both of them. Okay, this is showing kind of how I've modified two different brackets to be able to mount this. Basically what it did is shifted the current mounting a little forward this way so that the radio itself sits further back. This is what it looks like when it's not in the vehicle. This is for a 2013 Scion FRS. And also I'm going to talk about how I was able to use the stock mounting location for USB. So for the stock mounting, I'm using just, here's the piece that you take out. And by the way, you take it out just by kind of pushing down like this and then it comes out. Once that's out, you remove the stock component that normally clicks into place. It normally clicks into place behind this. So that just snaps in here. Once you remove that, it's all just opened. And what I've done, you'll see here, there's this audio extension cable, which by the way, do not plug into this on the back of the joying unit because this is for the microphone. It is not for an auxiliary. This is basically just then stuffed behind, and the only reason I have it plugged in is so it holds this in place. It holds the flap in place. So when the unit is in the car, I just route the right side cable down, and it is in here, kind of wedged. I might have to add a little bit more hot glue into this, but I'll have this out, and this will be kind of through the hole where this kind of goes into, and then this just gets wedged back in, and then the USB is basically kind of right there. I think I showed that in another video. So that's how all of this worked, and even though like the hot glue will be messy to remove, if I ever want to go back to stock, all I've got to do is just plug this back in, and then the stock cables plug back into here, and everything is back to normal. For this to be able to go back this other way, I'm using some little 3M two-sided tape to kind of hold this against the side. The reason I do that is so this doesn't rattle or anything, since I had to cut a substantial amount off of this. If you notice, I cut along here and around. This was initially mounted the other way, and it was so it would fit over this. However, with the new sort of setup, I had to flip it around the other way. And when cutting this kind of plastic, it is useful to have some very strong shears like this. These will cut through ABS plastic very easily. Without these, you're going to be spending a lot of time either with a Dremel or some other scissors. You're going to probably fatigue your hand pretty good. So anyway, you can see kind of how I cut this. There's still like two spots to put screws in that kind of go through. This came with, there was a whole piece on the side that went across, and it kind of acted as the bezel. However, as you know, it's normally mounted kind of up sort of back like this, and I wanted it further forward, or wherever I've got it. I think it's normally mounted around here, or somewhere like this, and it needed to be a little bit more forward. So same thing with those scissors. I cut along this edge. I could probably trim a little more off of here too. I think it says on here it's the Scosche 7388, and it says the right side. Obviously the other side is going to say left. Flip that around. Take this off, and I'm going to show why this is necessary. Okay, now we've got it here. See that the plastic housing around it has like a lip that just goes all the way around. It's not perfectly flat. You can see that. So this is up quite a bit higher, and what that means is that it's about 1 millimeter or so higher than the regular like the regular unit would be. Like, for comparison, here is a Pioneer double DIN unit. Notice that it is perfectly flat. Everything just kind of connects together. There is no, like, it's a very smooth transition between both. The joying, however, it's just a little bit bigger around. So that is why I put these on the way I did, and how I cut them specifically like this. Hopefully this was helpful for some of you that have been trying to get this to fit with a normal stock bezel. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment, and I'll try to answer as quick as I can. And thanks for watching.